The boxing world held its breath. Gervonta "Tank" Davis, the heavy-handed knockout artist, faced his toughest test yet in the undefeated Frank Martin. Sparks flew from the opening bell. This wasn't just about belts, it was about legacy, dominance, and the future of the lightweight division. Martin, the taller, rangier fighter, used his jab to control the distance early. Davis, known for his explosive power, stalked patiently, waiting for the opening. The crowd, buzzing with anticipation, erupted every time Davis uncorked his powerful left hook. Martin, however, proved elusive, using slick head movement and lateral movement to avoid the big shots. As the rounds progressed, the fight turned into a tactical chess match. Davis started finding his rhythm, cutting off the ring and landing thudding body shots. Martin, though, showed incredible heart and determination, firing back with crisp counters and refusing to back down from the challenge. The tension in the arena was palpable, each punch thrown carrying the weight of championship dreams. Round 1 saw Martin establish his jab, keeping Davis at bay. Davis, however, landed a powerful left hook that momentarily stunned Martin. Round 2 belonged to Martin, as he used his footwork and ring generalship to outmaneuver Davis. Davis turned up the heat in round 3, trapping Martin against the ropes and unleashing a flurry of punches. Martin weathered the storm, but the momentum seemed to be shifting. Round 4 was a turning point. Davis landed a thunderous left hook to the body that sent Martin crashing to the canvas. Martin, clearly hurt, beat the count but was on shaky legs. Davis pressed the attack, smelling blood in the water. Martin, however, showed his championship mettle, surviving the round and regaining his composure. The middle rounds were a back-and-forth affair, with both fighters having their moments. Davis continued to hunt for the knockout blow, while Martin boxed intelligently, picking his shots carefully. Rounds 7 and 8 were particularly close, with both fighters landing clean, impactful punches. The championship rounds were tense and dramatic. Davis, sensing the urgency, increased his work rate, while Martin refused to wilt under the pressure. The final bell rang, and both fighters raised their hands in victory, convinced they had done enough to earn the decision. The crowd, on their feet, roared their approval for the thrilling encounter they had just witnessed. However, the judges' scorecards told a different story. One judge scored the fight a draw, while the other 2 judges scored it in favor of Davis, giving him a split decision victory. The decision sparked immediate controversy, with many observers believing Martin had done enough to earn the win, or at least a draw. The CompuBox stats showed that Martin landed more punches overall, while Davis landed the cleaner, more powerful shots. The debate raged on social media, with fans and analysts dissecting the fight and arguing over the verdict. Regardless of the controversy, Davis remained undefeated and retained his championship belt. The win, however, exposed some vulnerabilities in Davis's game. Martin's ability to control the distance with his jab and his resilience in the face of Davis's power were telling signs that Davis could be vulnerable against other top fighters in the division. Despite the close and controversial nature of the victory, Davis remained a force to be reckoned with in the lightweight division. His knockout power was still a deterrent for any opponent, and his ability to adjust his game plan mid-fight showed a growing maturity in the ring. However, the fight against Martin proved that Davis was not invincible and that there were areas he needed to improve if he wanted to cement his legacy as one of the all-time greats. Martin, despite the loss, emerged from the fight with his reputation enhanced. He had gone toe-to-toe with one of the most feared fighters in the world, and had pushed him to the limit. His stock rose considerably, and he established himself as a legitimate threat in the lightweight division. The boxing world took notice, and many believed that Martin would be back challenging for world titles in the near future. The Davis-Martin fight, though controversial, breathed new life into the lightweight division. It proved that there were other hungry contenders out there, capable of pushing Davis to his limits. The fight also set the stage for a number of intriguing matchups in the future, as the lightweight division was suddenly filled with possibilities. The aftermath of the Davis-Martin fight left boxing fans clamoring for what was next. For Davis, a number of intriguing options presented themselves. A rematch with Martin, given the controversial nature of the first fight, was certainly a possibility. Other potential opponents included the likes of Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, and Vasily Lomachenko. Each of these fighters presented their own unique challenges and would provide Davis with the opportunity to further solidify his standing as the king of the lightweight division. Martin, too, had a bright future ahead of him. Despite the loss, he had proven that he belonged at the elite level of the sport. A rematch with Davis was certainly a possibility, but there were other intriguing options available as well. Fights against the likes of Teofimo Lopez, George Kambosos Jr., and Isaac Cruz would provide Martin with the opportunity to climb the rankings and position himself for another world title shot. The lightweight division was arguably the most exciting and competitive weight class in boxing, and the Davis-Martin fight had only added fuel to the fire. With so many talented fighters vying for supremacy, the future of the division looked bright and fans eagerly anticipated the next chapter in this unfolding saga. The dust has settled on a night of high drama and even higher stakes. Davis versus Martin lived up to the hype, delivering a fight for the ages. But the debate rages on. Did the judges get it right? Was it a robbery? Or did Tank do just enough to hold on to his crown? We want to hear from you. Head over to our social media pages and sound off on the fight. Who impressed you more? What's next for these two warriors? The lightweight division is on fire, and the conversation starts now.